Hi everybody from Cedar, it's Jackie here. I was trying to take a picture of myself waving to you all, but I got in a right old mess and ended up taking a video of my bed instead, and I didn't think you'd be that interested in that. Anyway, I'm going to tell you a story about how it's good to be fit and healthy, but it's okay to have a piece of cake, but most importantly, we need to like ourselves and others just the way we are. This is a book about the Large family and a piece of cake. And here they all are, Mr. Large at the back and Mrs. Large at the front, all having a jog. And there they are having a skip. "I'm fat," said Mrs. Large. "No, you're not," said Lester. "You're our cuddly mummy," said Laura. "You're just right," said Luke. "Mummy's got wobbly bits," said the baby, bouncing on the bed. "Exactly," said Mrs. Large. "As I was saying, I'm fat." "We must all go on a diet," said Mrs. Large. "No more cakes, no more biscuits, no more crisps, and no more sitting around all day. From now on, it's healthy living." And there they had to put all of their biscuits and cake and the white bread into the dustbin. "Can we watch TV?" asked Lester as they trooped in from school. "Certainly not," said Mrs. Large. "We're all off for a nice healthy jog around the park." And they were. Now she's ready in her orange tracksuit. "What's for tea, Mum?" asked Laura when they arrived home. "Some nice healthy watercress soup," said Mrs. Large, followed by a nice healthy cup of water. "Oh," said Laura, "that sounds nice." And there they all are, sitting round the table eating their soup. "I'm just going to watch the news, dear," said Mr. Large when he came home from work. "No, you're not," said Mrs. Large. "You're off for a nice healthy jog around the park, followed by your tea. A delicious sardine with grated carrot." "I can't wait," said Mr. Large. And there he is, running out the door for his jog. He doesn't look too happy about it, though. It was awful. Every morning there was a healthy breakfast, followed by exercises. Then there was a healthy tea, followed by a healthy jog. By the time evening came, everyone felt terrible. There they all are, lounging around on the settee, looking very worn out and tired. "We aren't getting any thinner, dear," said Mr. Large. "Perhaps elephants are meant to be fat," said Luke. "Nonsense," said Mrs. Large. "We mustn't give up now." Wibbly wobbly went the baby. There's Mrs. Large on the weighing scales. One morning a parcel arrived. It was a cake from Granny. Everyone stared at it hopefully. Mrs. Large put it in the cupboard on a high shelf. "Just in case we have visitors," she said sternly. There they all are, looking at the cake, wanting a piece. Everyone kept thinking about the cake. They thought about it during tea. They thought about it during the healthy jog. They thought about it in bed that night. Mrs. Large sat up. "I can't stand it any more," she said to herself. "I must have a piece of that cake." There she is, sneaking out of bed. Mrs. Large crept out of bed and went downstairs to the kitchen. She took a knife out of the drawer and opened the cupboard. There was only one piece of cake left. Who's been at the cake? Can you see someone in the background there? "Aha," said Mr. Large, seeing the knife. "Caught in the act." Mrs. Large switched on the light and saw Mr. Large and all the children hiding under the table. "There is one piece left," said Laura in a helpful way. Oh, look at them all. Mrs. Large began to laugh. "We're all as bad as each other," she said, eating the last piece of cake before anyone else did. "I do think elephants are meant to be fat," said Luke. "I think you're probably right," said Mr. Large. Wibbly wobbly went the baby. And there they all are, letting Mrs. Large eat the last piece of cake. And there they are again, having another nice healthy jog. Bye everybody, see you soon.